Well, hello there. I'm going to read to you again, and I'm reading out of the power of your subconscious mind. And I just pulled this out, nothing in particular order. I'm going to read chapter 10, Your Right to Be Rich. Power of Your Subconscious Mind is written by Joseph Murphy. You got to get this book. If there was ever a book that you need to get, it's this one right here. Okay, Your Right to Be Rich. You have a fundamental right to be rich. You are here to lead the abundant life and be happy, radiant, and free. You should therefore have all the money you need to lead a full, happy, and prosperous life. You are here to grow, expand, and unfold spiritually, mentally, and materially. You have the inalienable right to fully develop and express yourself in all your potentials. An important aspect of that is the ability, should you choose, to surround yourself with beauty and luxury. Why be satisfied with just enough to go around when you can enjoy the riches of your subconscious mind? In this chapter, you will learn to make friends with money. Once you do, you will always have all you need and more. Don't let anyone make you feel doubtful or ashamed of your desire to be rich. At its deepest level, it is the desire for a fuller, happier, more wonderful life. It is a cosmic urge. It is not only good, but very good. Money is a symbol of exchange. To you, it is a symbol not only of freedom from want, but also of beauty, refinement, abundance, and luxury. It is also a symbol of the economic health of the nation. When your blood is circulating freely in your body, you are healthy. When money is circulating freely in your life, you are economically healthy. When people begin to hoard money, to put it away in tin boxes and become charged with fear, they become economically ill. As a symbol, money has taken many forms throughout the centuries. Almost anything you can think of has served as money at some time and place in history. Gold and silver, of course, but also salt, beads, and trinkets of various kinds. In early times, people's wealth was often determined by the number of sheep and oxen they owned. Now we use currency and other negotiable instruments. One reason is obvious. It is much more convenient to write a check than to carry a few sheep around with you to pay bills. How to walk the royal road to riches. Once you understand the powers of your subconscious mind, you have within your grasp a roadmap to the royal road of riches of all kinds, spiritual, mental, or financial. Anyone who has taken the trouble to learn the laws of mind believes and knows definitely that she will never want. Regardless of economic crisis, stock market fluctuations, recessions, strikes, galloping inflation, or even war, she will always be amply supplied. The reason for this is that they call it she as your mind. She has conveyed the idea of wealth to her subconscious mind. As a result, it keeps her supplied wherever she may be. She has convinced herself in her mind that money is forever flowing freely in her life and that there is always a wonderful supply available to her. As she decrees it, so it is. Should there be a financial collapse tomorrow and everything she possesses become worthless, she will still attract wealth. She will come through the crisis comfortably and likely even gain advantage from it. Why you do not have more money. As you read this chapter, you may be thinking, I deserve a bigger income than I have. In my opinion, that is true of most people. They really do deserve to have more, but they are not likely to get it. One of the most important reasons these people do not have more money is that they silently or openly condemn it. They refer to money as filthy lucre. They tell their children and friends that the love of money is the root of all evil. Coupled with this as a reason they do not prosper is that they have a sneaky subconscious feeling there is some special virtue in poverty. This subconscious pattern may be due to early childhood training, or it may be based on a false interpretation of scriptures. One time a man came up to me and said, "I am broke, but that's all right. I do not like money. It is the root of all evil." These statements represent the thinking of a confused, neurotic mind. Love of money to the exclusion of everything else will cause you to become lopsided and unbalanced. You are here to use your power or authority wisely. Some people crave power, others crave money. If you set your heart on money exclusively and say, "Money is all I want. I am going to give all my attention to amassing money. Nothing else matters." You can get money and gain a fortune, but at what cost? You have forgotten that you are here to lead a balanced life. You must also satisfy the hunger for peace of mind, harmony, love, joy, and perfect health. By making money your sole aim, you make a wrong choice. You thought that was all you wanted, but you found after all your efforts that it was not only the money you needed. No one on his deathbed wishes he had spent more time making money. You also desire true expression of your hidden talents, true place in life, beauty, and the joy of contributing to the welfare and success of others. By learning the laws of your subconscious mind, you could have $1 million or many millions if you wanted them and still have peace of mind, harmony, perfect health, and perfect expression. There is no virtue in poverty. It is an illness like any other mental illness. If you are physically ill, you will realize there was something wrong with you. You would seek help and try to cure the condition at once. In the same way, if you do not have enough money constantly circulating in your life, there is something radically wrong with you. The urge of the life principle in you is toward growth, expansion, and a life more abundant. You are not here to live in a hovel, dress in rags, and go hungry. You should be happy, prosperous, and successful. Cleanse your mind of all weird and superstitious beliefs about money. Do not ever regard money as evil or filthy. If you do, you cause it to take wings and fly away from you. Remember that you lose what you condemn. You cannot attract what you criticize. Here is a simple technique you may use to multiply money in your experience. Use the following statements several times a day. I like money. I love it. I use it wisely, constructively, and judiciously. Money is constantly circulating in my life. I release it with joy and it returns to me multiplied in a wonderful way. It is good and very good. Money flows to me in avalanches of abundance. I use it for good only, and I am grateful for my good and for the riches of my mind. How the scientific thinker looks at money. Suppose you discovered a rich vein of gold, silver, lead, copper, or iron in the ground. Would you announce that these things are evil? Of course not. All evil comes from humankind's darkened understanding, from ignorance, from false interpretations of life, and from misuse of the subconscious mind. Since money is simply a symbol, we could just as easily use lead or tin or any other metal as a medium of exchange. In the earlier part of the 20th century, U.S. dimes and quarters were made of silver. At times, they contained 10 cents or 25 cents worth of silver. Then the government started making them of cheaper metals, but the worth of a quarter is still 25 cents, even if the metal that makes it up is worth far less than that. A physicist will tell you that the only difference between one metal and another is the kind and number of elementary particles in the atoms. If you direct a stream of particles at a block of one metal, you can change it into another. The alchemist's ancient dream of producing gold from baser metals is now within our grasp. But so what? Gold is no more virtuous or evil than lead. They are different substances with different properties, that's all. It is only because of the long history in which gold was considered especially precious that people love it or hate it more than they do lead. You can overcome any mental conflict regarding wealth by affirming frequently, by day and by night I am prospered in all of my interests. Envy and jealousy are stumbling blocks to the flow of wealth. Rejoice in the prosperity of others. Never use the term filthy rich or say I despise money. You lose what you criticize. There is nothing good or bad about money, but thinking of it in either light makes it so. from time to time, I'm going to read out of this book. I hope you get benefits out of it like I do. The power of your subconscious mind. You got to get this book.